Yo, what's up? It's Noah Neves. Okay, so today we're gonna try to bang out two quick videos and get right into it. Okay, so this is the track we're gonna be using 99 Trees. It's a new track we're working on. Some other stuff with me, Eli, and also I got some stuff with Clifton coming on the way, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Okay, so what I've been learning is first with this first video of the day is automation. And automation, what I've learned in the past week or so, is definitely a key to moving forward and getting really super like solid tracks. And basically why you have automation helps keeps things dynamic and yeah, helps keeps things interesting in the mix. So basically I'm gonna play what it sounds like. I'm actually gonna play it without the beat so you guys can just hear it. So this is the second hook.
99 trees roll another one. All you little skis float another one. All these wannabes smoked another one. If you from the V, blow another one.
Okay, so what I have here so far, let's go through each automation thing that I did. Okay, hold on, I gotta reset. Sorry. Okay. Sometimes if you're zooming in and out like that, it doesn't work. Then you might just want to close the session and reopen it again. Boom, it works for some reason. Okay, but yeah. But also, I have version 1.6 in Studio One, so it's kind of old. But yeah, if anybody wants to donate to me, Studio 2, whatever the fuck, and the new versions with everything, send it my way with some codes. Okay, so for the top one, all I had is the volume one. I had a volume automation, and this is basically just you want every single thing in the vocal to be heard. So yeah, so it needs to be loud enough all the time. Sometimes parts of the vocal is not loud enough. Like this part of the vocal right here, this cuts right here. This part of the vocal is softer than this part. You can just tell by the waveform. So that's something you want to rise. So how to do that is you just come over here. Let's unsolo this and come to the end. Since over here is no more. Okay. A opens automation, so click A to open automation to do that. That's automation. A. Get it in your head. Okay. Come down here. You're gonna have these two to begin with, but you can add and remove any more that you want. So say if you wanted to adjust a different parameter that's not here, you just go over here, send. Okay, whatever. The delay. Okay. Boom, add, and it's there, and you have the other one. But I don't need that right now. But now it's got the volume. So what you be doing is put this thing on a loop. Number one thing, always put shit on a loop, so you can listen to it over and over. So then there's these dots. This is the basis of automation, the dots. The dots create the automation path, and then you can adjust how it is. So it needs to be louder. And then like what I want is this part to be kind of loud or just loud enough to hear, and this one I want to actually push more because it's softer, so I want like that. Let's try something like that. Let's close all this shit. So that's what we're working on right now, is close that too. All you little skis floating up. All these wannabe. Okay, so that's the 0 point line. You don't want to really be going over that actually. So let's get all these dots and bring them down. So yeah, you can do that. Color select, boom, automation dots. 99 trees rolling up. All you little skis floating up. All these wannabes smoked another one. Okay, so I as you can see, I have the delay throw right here on this one. I'll actually name that. Another one, another. What I noticed too, you want to be specific about exactly what other tracks are and get good at naming your tracks, because you're going to start having a shitload of tracks, and when you just have a bunch of saying like verse left, whatever, blah blah blah, you're just gonna start getting confused, and you really want everything to be super specific. Okay, so yeah, so that's an example of the volume automation, and you really would go in there and then just put
roll another one. All you little skis float another one.
So you seriously just go in here and then just sit in here and do the automation. And it's like, okay, this part's too loud. Bring it back down again. Then bring it up for that. Okay. Once again, this is just how to do automation. Every track is going to be different, so you're going to approach your track differently. And you're actually going to want to sit here and take the time to do it right. Make sure it sounds good. The idea too is because like this part's kind of trailing off, so the voice is a little bit softer, but I want it to be nice and strong, so the whole part was like that whole verse is just coming at you like 99 trees, roll another one again. Once again, this is Eli on this track. He did the hook for this one, so thanks to Eli. And yeah, so you're gonna do that, blah blah blah. Then you're gonna eventually have something like this.
All these wannabes smoke another one. If you from the beat and blow another one.
Okay, so that's enough for that track. Then there is, okay, so delay throw. Okay, you heard that. Mute that shit. Then you have the center and the panning, and this is something I tried with this one. So I have this track in the center, just always in the center, and I'll play back. So what I did, I have the same track, they're just together, and I just mixed the panning one a little bit different, and then I just had it panning hard left and hard right. But you always keep the one in the center, and what basically the reason if you did this, if you muted the center one, you just had the. I mean, you could do it, but the thing is, like, it sounds nice and strong when you still have the one in the center. So the one in the center keeps it strong, but then you have the ones panning hard right and left, and that'll kind of give like the panning effect kind of thing. So you hear it again. If you have the headphones, well, actually, fuck, if you have headphones, I don't think you can hear it either. So, but you can kind of imagine it, listen to it, and you hear from the speakers, which have better equipment. You also want to make sure that you have everything set right. The volume, panning, whatever you're doing. Basically, the idea is pan as much or automate as much as you can. Automate everything. In what I'm thinking is because the more automation, more control over stuff, the more dynamic you can have the whole mix and performance, and everything be sounding super dope. Shit will be changing and flying around in the mix and doing all kind of crazy shit. And you also make sure your vocal stays nice and strong in the center, and everything will sound dope. And yeah, so yeah, automate the shit load, automation, boom, and just use the dots, draw these lines, listen with your ears, make sure everything sounds loud enough, and work with the track, keep working with it. And then you can get your experiment. I got this weird thing I was trying to fuck with. So I have this one part where like the distortion part comes up, and it's only on certain parts of the verse. And then over here it's doing like some shit where I have it panning right and left, so you can't really even hear it. It just sounds like something mumbling in the background, but it's going back and forth. Kind of has like a nice texture. Okay, so yeah, and basically, yeah, one more thing was going to one more time. So yeah, say if you wanted to like, yeah, this is a perfect example right here, red light district. Alright, okay. So if you wanted to make the delay or something, we'll just do something else here. Neves, right, boom, automating Neves. A. Say if you want to change like the EQ or something, I want the low. Something you wouldn't really do, but I want the high mids to just crank the fuck up at one part. I don't know why. And then put your weed and smoke, okay? In the middle we grow. So that's what you did. So I did that. That's right. The high. That's right there. The frequency there, and then like for this one part, I just cranked it up. And you can do this with every single parameter. So you really want to. The number one thing with automation is you got to just do it, because like so one time I was like not doing it, and I was like, fuck automation. Then one day I just started. One day I started doing it, and I'm like, whoa, this is so dope. Now it just sounds super crap. And the thing is, you want once you get everything else down and you start moving on, then you want to do automation, and like you got to know what all the parameters do first and everything. So I would like go back and master all that shit first. But automation is definitely one of the next steps. So like here. Actually sounds a little bit better with that. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's mixing. You just keep learning through. Okay, yeah. So that was some automation. Go out and experiment, keep fucking with it, and keep liking and subscribing to fucking videos. Stop thumbs down, you bitches. And subscribe, you fucking faggots. I know you guys are watching and not fucking liking the videos. You taking all the fucking shit, but you watch all the shit. Watch all the damn videos. Fucking like it, you punk ass bitches. And thank you to everybody else that's been watching it and for real liking it. Alright, peace. It's Noah Naves.